Welcome. um, Thank you for coming. We're going to talk a little bit about some plans for RE and what's coming up, and also get your input. So I'm Terra. As I think I know all of you. Oh, hold on. There's some. Well, I hope we have everybody who wants to be here. Anyway, come in, have popcorn. I was hoping to bring everybody forward, too, if you're in the back and you want to be closer, so that we could just, so I don't have to be on the mic, but I'll probably just stay on the mic because I'm quiet. So thank you. So I wanted to talk about RE and what's going on. It shouldn't take super long. So I'm going to go to this side. So our goals with RE are to connect the congregation across generations, offer opportunities to share passions, interests, expertises, and learn about one another, to explore, experience, and delve into the UU principles of transformation, equity, pluralism, justice, generosity, interdependence, and love, and to nurture beloved community and foster welcomeness. So we're proposing, or want to start, a whole new schedule that's different than what we've been doing before, but with some parent feedback that seemed to be what we want to try. So as Tina talked about, we're going to start at 10 a.m. with dork dancing in the fellowship hall, and anybody's welcome to dance, and it's called dork dancing so you don't feel like you have to do it right. So that should be fun. And then we'll have a little break so you can reset a little bit or do what you need to do, say hi to friends. And then the worship service will start at 10:30 as it does. But what we're going to start is having the kids leave after Time for All Ages. And they'll have a short class that'll be, except for multi-gen services, which we're still trying to figure out where those are going to fit in. And so they will go to either the nursery or to a classroom for, I think, ages 4 to 12. And then we're still trying to figure out if teens are just going to stay in here and what volunteer base we have if they're going to leave, too. So they'll have more time, more consistent time together, less time where they're trying to be quiet at the intention tables. And so we're going to try that out. And then from 11:45 to 12:45, we're going to have a rotating schedule right after church. And that will be, the first Sunday will be a multi-gen potluck. And I don't know how many of you were here for the Easter service, but they had a great games and mixers and things like that. And so we want to have a lot of kind of activity where people have more opportunity to maybe talk to people they might not have, or not to click up too much, so and to have fun. And then the second one, the second Sunday is the forum, and the second Sunday we are going to encourage the kids to come to the forum, and if they can't, there'll be childcare available, but we want to make the forum something that we experience together multi-generationally. And then the third Sunday, it will be fun shops, which I talked about in the service, and so and I'll come back to that more. And then the fourth Sunday, I'm still working this out. Right now we just have games, but I have other ideas around it too. It might be a time we can do service projects together, just different things. So, right, and this year, the fifth Sundays kind of fall at times that don't affect us. So, there's one during Christmas break, one during spring break, and the first one will be when we're having a climate justice summit here. So, and then, yeah. And then, so we'll have the potlucks, but then the second through fifth Sundays, we'll have an open invite to anybody in the congregation to meet at the co-op for a lunch and hang out and continue to make connections and be together. So that kind of is our Sunday from 10 to 2. But you can come into any part of that works for you. So fun shops. So fun shops are a way to share passions, share interests. Anyone can host a fun shop, and I encourage the kids to host fun shops. I would love for adults to host fun shops, and we can start with as many or as few as we have. We might try to tie them into the Soul Matters themes as people are giving ideas, seeing where they fit in and how that works. And like I said, it could be something you know about or you're interested in, or something you just have wanted to make time for and wanted to do, and be like, oh, I've never done origami. Does somebody want to do this? And we can set up a time and space to do that. Yeah, the sky's the limit. I'm really excited to see what people come up with, what ideas will come. And please stop me at any time if you have questions. Yeah.
I just want to point out, too, that if we get a lot of interest or a lot of people who want to do fun shops, we can have multiple fun shops going at once.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you heard that, we can, and that's part of my dream, too, is that we're utilizing more of the building, and so we'll be having this space. But if we only have one fun shop, it'll all be together, or we can have them in different places and have people choose and kind of get together less about what age you are, more about what you're interested in. And so if you want to hang out and talk about insects, you can. And then other programming this year, we'll have the OWL will be for 5th and 6th graders this year. And one thing, or OWL programming, which is the sexuality curriculum, and we have that. I'll be sending out the dates and everything about that soon, but that'll be starting soon. And concurrently with that, we want to run a teen program so that the teens will have like an art hangout time where they can be together, so that they'll have 2 things going on. And then we also want to host at least monthly an event for kids, a teen event, and a multi-gen field trip. So on that, some upcoming events. There's Walter. We're going to have a cartoon drawing night just coming up on Wednesday at 6. And then we'll all go to meet at the Tomicon. So the Tomicon runs from 10 to 5, and I don't know who's going to be able to be there for the stretch of time, so I said we'd meet at 1 in the foyer, and hopefully we can get together and have like a UU moment there. But to encourage us to like experience the community together. So that's at the Mesa Public Library this coming Saturday. And then the Renaissance Fair, I need to get the information about this out quickly because the tickets are going to sell out. And so, we want to go to the Renaissance Fair together on September 14th.
So can you explain a little bit about Atomic? Apparently it's something new that started last year for the first time.
Yeah, so it's a comic convention that the library hosts. And they have panels, they have discussions, they have a costume contest. I haven't been to it yet, but yeah. Do you want to talk about it more?
Sure. Yeah. So Tomicon is something that we've been doing at the library, and essentially it's free for everyone in the community, and it has educational opportunities talking about creating, whether you're a novelist or a comic book artist or somebody who just wants to draw. And then, of course, in Fuller Lodge, there's people who have their art on selling their art, selling some of it is comic books, pop culture, sort of an art fair, and then there's a costume contest at the library. So it's sort of Fuller Lodge and Mesa Library, and it's open to the public, come and go. I'm part of a nonprofit comic book creators group called 7000 BC, and what we do is we're hosting a lot of panels talking to other artists and local comic creators and authors, as well as doing workshops and about creating and storytelling. Those are the main takeaways. It's not necessarily only for experienced artists. It's just all sorts of storytelling, as well as doing caricatures. We have a couple people drawing. And of course, there's just lots of fun, free programming. And so if you go to the library, do we have a link to the library? Yeah, maybe if we have a link to the Mesa Public Library's website, they list everything, and there's like a whole list.
There's a lot going on. I don't know what time. Do you know when the costume contest is?
I don't know that.
Yeah, maybe I'll try to get an email out that has that too. So we have that coming up. And then the Renaissance Fair, I do want to plan a day before that for the people who are planning to attend to kind of meet and plan costumes and share ideas or whatever. And then we want to do a kids karaoke sometime in September. This was suggested by one of the kids, so we haven't determined the date on that yet. And then we're going to have a teen outing to see Beowulf at the Little Theater on the 22nd. So those are things that are coming up field trip-wise, which I'm super excited about. Yeah. And then we have a few needs. We need help with potluck setup and breakdown, volunteers for classes, events, teen art game time. And then I've been really overwhelmed, and I need help with catching up on moving into these spaces. So if anybody's available, mostly like Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know, just contact me if you want to come and help me figure out what these things are and where to move them and what they need. And then also host for fun shops and helping recruit hosts for fun shops. So finding people who want to do it. Yeah. So that's my presentation. Thank you. And if you have any questions, I'm just very excited you're here and to get started. So yeah. Any questions? Yeah. Do you mind?
So that's a lot of great activities and events, but could you put together like one of those calendars that pops, like a UU calendar for Gmail that just like pops up the events in a particular color or something? Because then, yeah.
You know how to do that? Okay.
That would be great.
Yeah. I will tap Megan.
Sometimes I forget, and if it
Right.
pops up on my phone, like,
Okay. Thank you. That's a great suggestion.
and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be there now. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Did you have a question too? No. Okay. Any other questions? I thought it'd be quick, right? So yeah. Yeah. Well, we're excited, and please tell your friends, invite people. We want this to grow and be big and be a space for everyone. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't, sorry. I have a QR code, and I was going to get it up there, but we do have a form, and it's ready. So if you can fill out your registration for your kids, that just really helps us. Yeah. So as soon as possible, but I will get that out to you soon, too. Yeah.
I don't know how to implement this, but I was thinking about like different categories of volunteers. Like there's people who it's easier for them to have a regular schedule. And then for me, I'm more like, okay, could I be on a list where you can hit me up for like one concrete, quick thing that you need, like buy me pizza and bring it to this location on this day. I'm like, okay, yeah. But like I'm in a space where I can't do something regular. So I don't know if there's a way to have a list of the people who are like, look, if you need someone to just buy cookies and bring it tomorrow, text me and I'll do it. I don't know how to do that, but that's what I was thinking about.
I wonder, maybe I can adjust the form before I get it out to you to have like some specific things like that so we can organize volunteers. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Just how do we get there? Do it. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for being available to do things. I know. I super appreciate all the support. Like working with the church is so fun because there is so much support and everybody's here because they want to be. Like, it's really cool. So thank you. Other comments or ideas or questions? If not, we can just enjoy each other and enjoy the popcorn. So, and you can find me if you have more. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, and happy birthday to you.